Happy 721 day, rugby. Throat sore, sorry. I think this will be my first 721 video that's actually, I hope, going to be posted really close to the actual date. Motherfucker. Cap goes in pocket. Rugby, happy rugby day. This isn't going to be a long video. I'm not going to drink the whole 40. Probably not going to do a lot of burping. Because part of my sore throat actually is, I'm having trouble burping too. A little weird. It's probably a little bit of heat stroke, a little bit of heat exhaustion. Silly old thing. Well, anyway, rugby, I wanted to talk to you about like the effect of rugby on the community. I remember being in there on the ground floor, watching the burps turn into rugbies. I remember watching one particular cat that's like, why someone would want me to say their name after I burp, but I don't know, whatever. Rugby. But I mean, that's one of the good things about our community. Of all the things, good and bad, we're really accepting. You don't really need to explain a whole lot of things. We just like, okay, we're fine with that. And one interesting thing, rugby, and I might presume this might be me reading too much into things, but I really think that you have not only affected our community in a major way, in an interesting way too, but I believe that we have affected and changed you for the better in a little bit. I think lots of not only our culture, but we're from different cultures, but we're also like different types of men. But there's a lot of continuity in the types of men we are, and picking up on that, I think you've adopted some of our more admirable traits: strength of character, thicker skin. Also a desire to understand before you react, which is a good thing in our community, because sometimes it's hard to understand what in the world we're doing, saying, why we're acting that way, and sometimes even I have to ask other people what's going on. Well, rugby, happy rugby day. I hope it is a good one for you. I hope lots of people make you lots of videos and you put them in your favorites or your saves or whatever. Also, here's one thing about comparing rugby to Steel Worldwide. And initially, Steel Worldwide wasn't on the rugby train. And then not only did Steel Worldwide get on the rugby train, but he was like blowing the horn as well. And some people tried to call him out on it, and he's just like, rugby. Mostly probably because rugby also make Dorf angry. Silly old Dorf. But just like Trent puts out never-ending videos on both his channels, it's almost like he's like a force of nature. Rugby is a never-ending supporter, like a force of nature, of all the videos, which is pretty amazing. All right. Well, you know, I did say that I was suffering from a tad bit of heat stroke, and you saw me drinking alcohol, but I did bring a bunch of Gatorade, and I will be taking it slow, and I will be swimming in the cold water. So, and I had a little bit of coffee today too. I'm not perfect. I'm celebrating Rugby Day. Happy 721.